Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. What a show, what a show. AEW All Out was a crazy event, very good event of course. We've seen a lot of big time matches of course in this show. It was crazy. And then the last match I just seen, of course, Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman Page, 5-star classic. It was going at it like that. We've seen, of course, them use some of their maneuvers. It kind of reminded me of that match a little bit with Hangman and Ospreay at Revolution. Not Revolution. Double or Nothing. They fought for the Owen Hart Cup tournament in the finals. It was very good. Kyle Fletcher, I think he's like 26, right? 26, 27? I think 26. His first main event in AEW in front of 12,000 fans. And then also, his first world championship match as well. Very good, very good. I can't see that's what I love. That's what I love wrestling. I can't wait to one day be in that ring as well, like that. Seeing those competitors, seeing Kyle Fletcher's and the Hangman Page and their drive and their passion, it motivates me as well to continue my journey as long as I get the opportunity to one day get in that ring. Maybe 5 years from now, I might be in one of those events too as well. You never know. That could happen. You gotta keep staying locked in. But it's very cool to see their passion, to see Kyle Fletcher out there, no Don Callis family, none of the extra stuff, and to see him go out there and just perform. Yes, he lost, but that was a very good performance and a very good showing for Kyle Fletcher. He went out there and handled business. Hangman Page is just Hangman Page. He's a champion. He's the champion. He went through hell to get that championship. So it's going to take you to bring him through hell times 2 to take it from him, because he went through a lot of a long journey to get the championship title back. So I don't think you're going to lose it like that. You got to keep putting off more and more on him like that to see if he can maybe one day lose it. I know MJF still had that contract, but I feel like Hangman Page, the way he's sitting at now, I feel like he's going to be champion for quite some time like that. It's going to be very hard to defeat Hangman Page because he's not fighting just for the title's sake. He's fighting, he's fighting for something bigger, a bigger purpose like that, bigger than himself. And he's going out there and putting it all out there on the line. Every match, you see him put everything he got into the match. And it's been very good to see him get to this level. Also, Cope and Cage versus FTR was a crazy match too, crazy tag team match. Cope and Cope and Christian sound better. Cope and Cage is cool, but I'm gonna say Cope and Christian. Cope and Christian getting the victory, but we've seen, of course, Beth Phoenix did appear in the match, or Beth Copeland, I think they call her now, appeared in the match, of course, but she got pile driver by FTR. So I think this rivalry is far from over. It'd be cool to see a trilogy of tag team matches, because we've seen kind of like with FTR and Briscoes. That was one of my favorite tag team trilogies, seeing that right there. So it'd be cool to see FTR in the trilogy with Adam Copeland and of course Christian Cage in that match, in those matches and stuff. Maybe the next match we'll see where it's at, and it might lead to something crazy. A TLC match, you never know. You never know. Might be something very crazy, of course, in the end. But I think the rivalry is far from over, especially after what FTR did to Beth. Like, they're gonna be far from over. So that was a cool match though to start the show off. And then Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. That match wasn't the best. Eddie Kingston, you can tell he's a little stiff, of course, coming off an ACL tear. I think Eddie Kingston's like 40 years old, right? I think 38, 40. So, it's going to take a little time to get back into the groove. But overall, having Eddie Kingston back is very cool. And I think Hook might be trying to form a tag team with him. So we'll see how that goes. We also seen, of course, The Claim have a segment with Jerry Lynn. They got a tag team match. So the tag team division is building up, because we've seen, of course, Jurassic Express. They returned, of course, today after the 4-way tag match. Brody though retained their tag team titles. And that ladder match, which was very crazy, like that. Things was everywhere. We've seen that one hit or one move that Mike Bailey took off the apron. He didn't move the rest of the match at the end of the match like that. When Brody King had him into like some pile driver, the pile driver he does on the side of his shoulders, and I think he kind of like a Michinoku driver, but a little different style. And he just dropped him off to the ladder. That right there was crazy. That ladder right there just bent and broke. And then we seen Mike Bailey when he did that move to Hichinserio, his finishing maneuver, that little backflip with the knees. I forgot what it's called, but he did that move to him. I was like, man, he was jacking each other up in that match. And then Jungle Boy popping up, and the Young Bucks about to attack him. And then you got Luchasaurus back. Not Kill Switch, working with the Wayne family and all that stuff like that. Of course, you got Luchasaurus back, and then Jurassic Express is back to play the theme song, of course. So they got Jurassic Express coming back, get their Claim. They're not fully back together. They still battling, of course, as well each other, trying to get themselves. Jerry Lynch trying to get them on the same page. So we have them. You have FTR. You got Brody though. You got Cope and Christian. You got the Young Bucks. The tag team division. Hey, Jet Speed, Hurt Syndicate. Tag team division is boosting up. Gates of Agony and all that stuff. So tag team division is boosting up right there. And they said Tony Khan got an announcement. It might not be for the men's tag team, but it might be for the women's tag team. I don't know what the announcement is going to be. It's going to be him revealing maybe a new show that's popping up. He said want to run a show, I think in spring. So we'll see if it's a new show. I'm hoping it's the women's tag team titles tournament. That'd be very cool. Because we have a lot of women tag team titles. I mean, tag teams in general. So you can form tag team titles. I know he mentioned last time. He said he had the titles. He's waiting for the right opportunity to put them out there. Perfect time. Because you have Wrestle Dream coming up. I wouldn't do it for, maybe not for Wrestle Dream. Well, you could do it for Wrestle Dream. Put more butts and seats. Or you can wait till Full Gear. World's End. Revolution probably perfect time for it officially. But I don't know what the announcement going to be. I thought the announcement might be, I don't know if it's going to be something like major or something. He's going to announce Blood and Guts, because they didn't have one this year. Maybe they have one later in the year. I don't know what the announcement's going to be, but I'm hoping it's a women tag team title like that. But we'll see what it is. We also seen, of course, Mercedes Moné defeat Rio in a match. Pretty good match as well. Rio and Mercedes Moné worked like a faster paced match, of course. A lot of reversals, submission style, technical match, of course. It was very cool to see. And Mercedes Moné retained. I don't know who's going to beat Mercedes Moné for that championship, but I think it's going to be a young star. Now, I know Rio is 27. She is a young star, but she's been wrestling since she was like 9. You know, Japan don't have any rules. They let like 5-year-olds get in the ring and be competing in the ring for no reason. Mexico and Japan. It's like Mascara Dorado. He's 23 years old, but he's been wrestling forever like that. He's a 12-year vet. He's been wrestling since he was like 13, 14. You know, Mexico and New Japan. New Japan Pro Wrestling, DT Pro Wrestling, Noah, Dragon Gate, Mexico, CMLL, AAA, and all the different brands. They don't care about the age. They have them out there. You can say, oh, you're 13, but you're 6 foot. You're 5'10". You can go out there. Come on. They pay everybody out there. So, yeah, he did very good in that match with against Okada and Kanusa Takesha. I think Okada and Kanusa Takesha are going to be in a rivalry. They're gonna be up again like that. You're gonna see something happening, because if they have the Continental Classic still, where the winner got to fight Okada at World's End, you might see Kanusuke defeat Okada. He did win a G1 tournament already, so you'll see. That'd be very cool to see. But Mercedes Moné did retain her championship title. I think Billy Starks. Billy Starks is my pick. I think they could take the title from Mercedes Moné. They have another series of matches. I feel like they had a good match, of course, in the tournament. But I think Billy Starks is my pick. Like a young star, they want to build somebody else up, let them beat Mercedes Moné for the championship. I think Billy Starks would be cool. And my prediction is coming true. When we see the 4-way women's match, we've seen Chris Statlander versus Tekla versus Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm for the Women's World Championship. I told you my prediction was coming true. I said my prediction for next year for All In, it will be Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander for the World Championship. And Chris Statlander is new world champion. Now, I think she might get corrupted eventually. The Death Riders, everybody who's influenced her a little bit, she hasn't listened to them yet, but she might get corrupted. And I think it'll lead to Willow Nightingale winning the Owen Hart Cup tournament. I know she entered a few times and she lost. And she'll win it, and then she goes on to face her former best friend, Chris Statlander, at All In 4. That'd be good. Especially if they build it up correctly like that and have like those two parallels. They meet up a few times here and there. That'd be a very cool little thing. I predicted that it was the last video I did. I was saying that's my prediction for next year. That might be the way. You never know. If it is, come back to this video. But yeah, so we seen that in that match. And then, like I mentioned, of course, Cal Fletcher versus Hangman Page for the Men's World Championship. That was a very good championship match as well, too. You know, Hangman Page retained. It was very good. Like to see Cal Fletcher in that like that setting, like no interference or no cheating, just him going out there and just wrestling with pure ability. And he's amazing. He's an amazing competitor. He's gonna have a lot more main events in his future as well. But what's I missing? Oh yeah, Moxley and Darby Allin, crazy coffin match, killing each other. You see Pac return, of course, and help Moxley. I almost forgot about Pac. I was like, somebody could pop up. I said, we already seen Claudio and Willa Yuta and them, and Marina and stuff. I was like, I don't think Pac. I said Pac was probably hurt still, because they didn't mention anything about him or anything. But maybe that was purposely done, so you want to get him in your head, so you'd be surprised when you see him. He looked cool with the short hair. I actually like that. He looked cool with the short hair. Came out, tagged Darby, threw Darby out the ring on the coffin. The coffin didn't even move, like it didn't dent or anything. I was like, dang, it's like solid, like steel. And then threw him in the casket, and they carried him out. But then when when John Moxley left, Darby Allin was playing like he was hurt. Got him, beat him up, and then set John Moxley on fire. This match is not done yet. Could it be possible that we see? Because we've seen the coffin match. We've seen, of course, the little lights out cage matches. We've seen a lot of cool things, Stadium Stampedes and stuff. Would it be possible? Or not Stadium Stampede, Anarchy in Arena. But would it be possible to see Darby Allin versus Moxley to end it all. I got 2 matches. What's the name of the match actually? They call it the Ring of Fire, or they call it the Fire Ring match. You know, they one they did with remember Kane and Undertaker did before. Ring of Fire match. Is it called Ring of Fire? Is it Ring of Fire, or is it just Fire Ring, whatever it's called? That could be an option, but I think the better option would be dog collar match. You can't go nowhere. No interference. One-on-one. You can't go anywhere. Dog collar match. Like that. You know, you win by pin or submission. Or you can do it like you win by quitting. I quit match would be crazy too. Like that, unsanctioned I quit match. It's gonna be something crazy. There'll be something crazy like that because they already did coffin match and did all these different matches. Of course, a regular one-on-one match won't solve the problem because of the way the rivalry is going. Is all hate and it's all fueled with rage and revenge and stuff as well. So you gotta do something crazy. So maybe a dog collar match or I quit match or something crazy. A lights out death match. It'll be something crazy. It'll be something crazy over the top. Darby Allin has done a lot of crazy things. So I don't know if he can ever do anything that'll be over the top or he already done, but we'll see. But it's gonna be something crazy I think is gonna happen because usually All Out is you know, the dangerous stuff. We've seen a lot of crazy matches today. The thumbtacks. Was the tax and tables match with MJF and Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe defeated MJF finally. I think MJF lost the CMLL Light Heavyweight Championship yesterday with against Mystico. Mystico was bleeding, got hit in the head on the turnbuckle, got pile driver on the apron, got thrown all up and beat up, but he still found a way to win the match. I think MJF is getting to that point. He made a tweet too. He was like, "I just don't know, man." Like that. I guess he gets to that point. Like we already know he's evil. He's the devil. We call himself the devil. But I think he gets to that point where he was become like true ruthless like that. And he'll come back something different like that. All the losses. He thought he could beat Hangman Page. He lost to Hangman. He lost to Briscoe. He lost to all the different matches, of course, to Mystico as well. And, you know, I thought he was going to get to him a little bit. He'll start going crazy. We see him arguing with Tony Khan. Remember the little segment they had? I think they're going to build something crazy. It's going to be nice to see. But yeah, that's basically everything that happened on the show. Did the man beat Hurt Syndicate, of course? That was one thing that happened too as well. Their rivalry not done yet, but probably continue going on. But yeah, that's most of the things that happened today in today's show. Very good show. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I lost track of time at one point. I didn't know because it started at like I live in Texas, so it started at what's it like 1 o'clock, I think. No, 2 o'clock. Started at 2 o'clock, and now it's 7 o'clock. I didn't even know it was like later in the day. I was like, oh, it's like 6 o'clock right now. And then I started seeing like I was looking a little bit. I was like, okay. And then I know WrestlePalooza, I think it's on right now, like that. I know he said John Cena. I think John Cena lost to Brock Lesnar, like fast. I'm like, come on, why gotta do John Cena like that? I'm like, if I was John Cena gonna win every match, I'm booking the rest of his tour like that. But I gotta see what happened. I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna probably watch it either later today after it goes off, or maybe tomorrow like that on a rerun or something. But I gotta see what's going on. But yeah, that's basically all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time on the channel, which will probably be on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. Peace out.